In this video, I am talking about the 5 important features of the Constitution of India within 5 minutes. It is a written and lengthy constitution. The Constitution of India is a written constitution. It was formed by the Constituent Assembly, which was established for the purpose in 1946. It has 448 articles, 25 parts and the 12th schedule. And number of amendments since enforced in 1950 have also become the part of the Constitution. The Constitution of India is the lengthiest constitution in the world, as no other constitution contains as many articles whatever we India have. In the Constitution of USA has 7 articles. In China, 138. Japanese, 103. And Canadian, 107 articles. If you go through the chart given into the federal government that we are talking, the Constitution provides for a federal form of the government. In federation, there are 2 governments. One at the central level and second at the state provision level. In India, the power of the government are divided between the central government and the state government. There are 3 different lists of the subject: union list, state list and concurrent list. Because they have also decided the different subject for the different governments will be handled. You can go through the list given in this topic also. The union list contains 98 subjects of the national importance like defense, foreign affairs, currency, post and telegram. Railways on the subject only central legislature Parliament can make laws on that. State list contains 66 subjects of local importance on the subject and state legislature makes laws. The subject include agriculture, police, jail, etc. Concurrent list contains 52 subjects which are of common in both the central and the state government. These include marriage, divorce, social security on the subject both in the parliament, that state legislature can be legislature. However, if there is a conflict between a central law and the state law over subject given in the concurrent list, the central law will prevail. That means अगर state government और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के बीच कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है तो सबसे पहले हम सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के प्रिविलेज देंगे. थर्ड, द डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्टेट पॉलिसी. द डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द स्टेट पॉलिसी आर लिस्टेड एट पार्ट 4 ऑफ द Constitution. The framer of our Constitution took the idea of having such principle from the Irish Constitution. This principle is instruction given by the Constitution to government. All the government, central, state or local, are expected to frame their policy in accordance with the guideline principle of the Constitution. The aim of the principle to establish the welfare state in India. But they are not binding to the government, that they might be a guideline. They should follow the principle given by the Constitution, but not compulsion. So, it is a different directive principle of the government. The fourth one is the single citizenship. In federalism, normally we have double citizenship. In USA, every citizen, beside being a citizen of United States of America, is the citizen of the state also, in which he or she decides. But the Constitution of India provides for single citizenship. Every Indian, irrespective of his place of birth or residence, is a citizen of India. There is no citizenship of different for Delhi, different for Punjab, or different for UP or Haryana. So these are the different quality. Now we are talking about the single language or the language policy. Not single language but the national language. The Constitution has also defined the language policy in India is a country with different language spoken in the various part of the country. Hindi, English have been the official language when the central government, state government adopt the language spoken by the people in their also official language. At present we have 22 language has been recognized by our Indian Constitution. It has one national language. Although India a multilingual state, the Constitution provides that Hindi and the Devanagari script will be the national language itself. Duty of the Union to promote and spread the Hindi